Hope you are all doing well and preparing well for your upcoming examinations. Today, we will be moving on to the second part of the 25 set of MCQs. The students who have not seen my first video are asked to go through my first video, so you'll understand it better. You can see in my channel's videos, and you will find the first part of the video. Now we will move on to the second part of the video, and we will proceed with the 26 number question. So here in this question number 26, we will see that the question is, which of the following is an example of genetic variation? Okay, so here option A has been given. One person is scared but his friend does not. Another one, B number is given. One person is older than the other. Number C is given, Ria eats meat but her sister is a vegetarian. And D has been given, two children have different eye color. So before answering this question, let us try to understand what is a genetic variation. Students, you can see here that genetic variation is the difference in DNA between individuals or populations of the same species. Okay, genetic variation can be caused by mutations, which is a change in the DNA sequence of an organism, and it generally happens in the errors in DNA replications during cell division, exposure, or mutagens. And it can be caused by genetic recombination, which refers to the rearrangement of DNA sequences by the breakage and rejoining of chromosomes or chromosome segments, and by genetic drift. So what do you mean by genetic drift? Genetic drift is the change in frequency of an existing gene variant in the population due to random change. So examples of genetic variations include some like different breeds of dogs, okay, different varieties of rose flowers, different varieties of wheat, rice and mangoes, most of the same species with different wing colors. So hope students you have got some idea for the first MCQ. Now we'll move on to the MCQ. The question was, which of the following is an example of genetic variation? So from this option we can easily find out that genetic variation, which of the following is an example of genetic variation. So the answer will be two children which have different eye color. This will be the example of genetic variation. Okay, now I'll proceed with the next MCQ. Our next MCQ is, who is the father of heredity? So our next MCQ is, who is the father of heredity? Option A, Einstein. Option B, Mendel. Option C, Rose. Option D, Darwin. Now we know about Einstein, isn't it? Einstein is related to many things. Einstein is basically known for his theory of relativity and the equation, that is E is equal to mc square. So this will not be the option. Next, if we move on to Rose, then Sir Ronald Rose is associated with many things, as for example like malaria transmission. Sir Ronald Rose discovered that Anopheles mosquito transmit malaria to humans. He also demonstrated the life cycle of malaria parasites in mosquitoes. So this will not be the correct option. And if we move on to Darwin, then we can see that Darwin is basically known for his proposed theory of biological evolution by natural selection. So this will not be the option. So if we say who is the father of heredity, then our father of heredity will be Mendel. Okay. Mendel is also known as the father of genetics. So the father of heredity will be Mendel. So we'll move on to the next question. Students, you can see here the question is, tall pea plants are crossed with dwarf pea plants. The first generation plants will be option A, dwarf plants and tall plants in the ratio 1:3. Option B, all dwarf plants. Option C, all tall plants. Option D, tall plants and dwarf plants in the ratio 3:1. So students, you have to go through this one, that when a pure tall pea plant is crossed with a pure dwarf pea plant, the first generation plants will all be tall. This is because the tall trait is dominant and suppresses the expression of the short trait. Let us try to understand with the help of this one. So here we can see that this is one tall pea plant, so its genotype will be TT, and this is one short pea plant, so its genotype will be TT. small tt. So when it is crossed, then we will get that, or we'll give the offspring as all tall. Okay, so we can do this cross with the help of Punnett square, and you will find that all the F1 progeny of this what called tall plant and dwarf plant cross will give all plants as tall. And if we take among these two, and this is TT and this is TT, okay, so if we cross this one, then we'll get the second F2 progeny as 3 tall, we'll get 3 tall and 1 short, is not it? So that is, we will get in the ratio 3:1. So in the F2 generation, we get the ratio of tall, we get when we cross, we get the ratio of tall to short is 3:1, and in the first generation we get F1 as all the offspring as tall. So in the F1 generation, plants are self-fertilized. The second generation F2 will have a ratio of 3 plants to 1 dwarf plant, meaning 3:1. So dear students, now we can answer it. Tall pea plants are crossed with dwarf pea plants. The first generation plants will be, all plants will be tall plants. The first generation, that means F1 generation, all plants will be tall plants. So dear students, we'll move on to the next question. In the next question, we will see, the question is, which of the following chromosome sets will determine to male sex in human infant? Options are given: XX, XY, XO, YO. Before that, students, you know that in a human there are 23 pairs of chromosomes, is not it? In a human there are how many pairs of chromosomes? 23 pairs of chromosomes. That means in total 46 chromosomes are there. And this chromosome, that is the last chromosome in the human, is known as sex chromosome. And the last chromosome in case of male is XY, and the last chromosome in case of that means the 23rd pair of chromosome, that is the 23rd pair of chromosome, which is known as the sex chromosome. In case of male it is XY, and in case of female it is XX. So when a female produces what called egg, then at a time 2 eggs are formed, and in this 2 eggs, half part of the egg goes, that means X chromosome inherits half part of the X, and X chromosome inherits the half part of the X. And in a male, when its sperm is formed, then half part of the sperm contains X chromosome, and half part of the sperm contains Y chromosome. Now during fusion, that means when the zygote is formed, then if this X chromosome fuses with the X chromosome of the female, then we get XX, and in that case female is formed. And when this Y chromosome fuses with the X chromosome of the female during fertilization, then we get XY. So we get male. So in this case, which of the following chromosomes sets will determine to male sex in human? This will be your XY. This will be your XY. XY will determine the male male sex in a human infant. So students, I hope you have understood. So explanation has been clear. So here XY will determine male. XY will determine male sex in human infant. So XY will determine male sex in human infant. So students, let us try to let us proceed with the next question. Our next question is, which of the following chromosome sets will determine to male sex in human? There is the same question only. It is XY. So we'll move on to the next question. The earliest members of human species. The earliest members of human species lived in. So the question is, the earlier members of human species lived in. Option A is given Asia, option B Africa, option C Australia, option D Europe. The earliest members of the human species lived in Africa. Early human evolutions, when we see it, we see that humans were first evolved in Africa, and most of the human evolution took place there. Fossils of the earliest remains of the human species, archaic Homo sapiens, have been found in Africa. So our correct option will be Africa. Let us proceed with the next MCQ. Our next MCQ is, we can see here the question is given, Virat Kohli is standing in front of a magic mirror. He finds the image of his head bigger, the middle portion of his body in same size, and that of the legs smaller. The correct order of combination for the image magic mirror from the top to bottom is. So this is a conceptual question. Here Virat Kohli is standing in front of a magic mirror and he finds the image of his head bigger. The image of his head bigger. So our first mirror will be what? Our first mirror will be concave, because concave produces enlarged image. The middle portion of his body is same size as that of the legs. So our second option will be plain mirror, and he finds the image of his head bigger, the middle portion of his body is same size, and that of the legs smaller. So the legs is smaller, so the third image will be what? The third mirror will be what? This one, convex. So our correct option will be what? Concave, plane, and convex. So this will be our correct option, because when Virat Kohli stands in front of a magic mirror, he finds the image of his head bigger. So if his head is bigger, then it will be concave. If his middle portion of his body is in same size, then it will be plane, and if his legs are smaller, then it will be convex. Okay, so we'll move on to next question. Our next question is, the radius of curvature of a convex mirror is 35 centimeter. Then the focal length of the mirror will be. Dear students, this is a very direct question. As we know that R is equal to what? R is equal to twice F, and F is equal to what? R by 2. Here R is the radius of curvature and F is the focal length of the convex mirror. So here if we put R has been given was 35 centimeter. The radius of curvature has been given 35 centimeter. So if we put 35 divided by 2, then we will get what? We will get 17.5 centimeter. So our correct option will be what? 17.5 centimeter. This is the relation between the radius of curvature and focal length of the convex mirror. Okay, so our option will be 17.5 centimeter. Let us move to the next question. If the focal length of a convex lens is 25 centimeter, then its power will be. Convex lens, also known as converging lens, the focal length of the convex lens is positive. So if we know the formula for the power of a lens, that means the power, if you write here solution, then we know that power of a lens is equal to what? Power of a lens, that means comma p, power of a lens comma p is equal to what? 1 by f. This will be in meter. Okay, so if f has been given to you, f has been given 25. So remember this thing, that it is given in centimeter. Okay, so we have to convert centimeter, 25 centimeter. If you convert it into meter, it will be what? 25 divided by 100 meter. So it will be 0.25 meter. So we'll write here 0.25. Okay, it will be 0.25, and the unit of SI unit of power is what? Diopter. So this will be what? This will be 100 divided by 25. That means we have omitted the decimal, so we have to multiply the numerator with 100 and the denominator with 100. So 100 by 25, 100 divided by 25, then we'll get 4 diopter. So 4 diopter means plus 4 diopter. So our correct option will be what? If the focal length of a convex lens is 25 centimeter, then its power will be plus 4 diopter. Hope you are understanding the solutions. Now we'll proceed to the next question. The next question is, the image formation by a concave mirror for different positions of the object is given in table below. Match the object position column with the image position column correctly. Dear students, you can see here the position of the object has been given and the position of the image has been given. So here in the position of the object, A is given at C, B has been given at F, C has been given between C and F, and D has been given between P and F. So here options are given position of the image. Now let us look at this picture below. Let us look at a picture inside of the picture. Here you can see here that if this is all in case of concave mirror. Okay, these are all in case of concave mirror. So you can see here that what was the question? At C. Okay, the position of the object is C. When the position of the object is C, then the image is formed. Sorry, it will be this one. When the position of the object, it means AB is at C, the image is formed at C. That means the image is formed at center of curvature. So at C, the image will be at C. Okay. So when it is at F, So when it is at F, you can see here the position of the object is at F, then the image is formed at infinity. Okay, the image is formed at infinity. So if it is at F, the image will be formed at infinity. The image will be formed at, sorry, when it is at F, the image will be formed at or sorry, when the okay, when the position of the object is at F, the image is formed at infinity. Okay, so you can see here, when the position of the object is at F, the image is formed at infinity. And if the position of the object is at between C and F, so you can see here between C and F means between C and F, sorry, between C and F, yeah, this one, option D. So this one, D number, between C and F, then if the position of the object is between C and F, that means radius of curvature or center of curvature and focal length, then the image is formed beyond C. That means the image will be formed beyond C. So between C and F, the image will be formed beyond C, and between P and F, that means this one, the image will be formed behind the mirror. So our correct option will be what? At C is 4, so 4. At C is 4. At F is 2. Okay, at F is 2. Sorry, at F is 3. Okay, at F is 3. C is C will be 2. This will be our correct option. This will be 4 actually. Okay, this will be 4, not 6. A is 4. Okay, A we are getting 4. B we are getting 3. B we are getting 3. C we are getting 2, and D we are getting 1. So our correct option will be what? Our correct option will be C. So students can analyze this question with this diagram. This diagram is the image representation from a concave mirror. So you can easily find out the correct match. We'll proceed with the next question. Our next question is the path of a ray. Students, you can see here the path of a ray of light coming from air passing through a rectangular glass slab is shown below. Which of the following is correct? Option A, option B, option C, option D. Dear students, you can see here that when what called EF, that means EF is the incident ray, then when the incident ray is coming from the lighter medium and it enters the denser medium, that means this is a glass is a what medium? Denser medium. Okay, this is a denser medium, and this is what? This is a lighter medium. Okay, this is what? This is lighter medium. So whenever a incident ray comes from the lighter medium and enters the denser medium, then this is the normal, and this is the normal. So this light bends towards the normal, and when it emerges out from the denser medium and back into the air medium, then this ray of light is little bit, it bends away from the normal. Okay, so what we can conclude? We can conclude that when light passes from air into a denser medium like glass, it bends towards the normal due to refraction. Upon exiting the glass back into air, the light ray bends away from the normal. However, the emergent ray remains parallel to the incident ray but slightly displaced. So this ray will be parallel to this ray but slightly displaced. So our correct option will be what? Our correct option will be B. As we can see here that this is the incident ray and it bends. And again, when it comes, that means when it exits from the what called glass, then this bends away from the normal. So this will be our correct option. Our correct option will be D. Rest these three will not be our correct option. Okay, so our correct option is B. So we'll proceed with the next MCQ. Our next MCQ is what? Stars appear to be twinkling because of option A. Option has been given. Option has been given atmospheric refraction. Option B has been given reflection. Option C is given Tyndall effect. Option D is given spectrum. Dear students, you can see that star actually it is here. Then when it reaches the eye of the observer, then the stars it appears. That means the apparent position of the star is shown here. Okay, and here we can see the refractive index, is not it? So it is basically this. Our correct answer will be what? Our correct answer will be atmospheric refraction. Why? Because stars appears to be twinkling because of atmospheric refraction. As starlight enters Earth's atmosphere, it passes through different layers. It passes through layers of different temperatures and densities, isn't it? When this starlight enters into the Earth's atmosphere, it passes through layers of different temperatures and densities, which causes the light to reflect multiple times. Okay, the refractive index of the atmospheric changes over time due to different layers. So this refractive index changes. So as such, we are seeing the star to be twinkling. Okay, so our correct option will be what? Our correct option will be atmospheric refraction. Let us move to next question. Our next question is question number 38. A normal human eye can clearly see all the object beyond certain minimum distance, and the reason for this assertion is given that the human eye has capacity of adjusting the focal length of eye lens. So dear students, in our upcoming HSS exams, that is in the year 2025, question patterns have been changed little bit, MCQ pattern have been changed little bit by SEBA board. So you can expect this question. You have to expect this question. Assessment reasoning question will come in exam. You have to expect it 100%, and assertion has been given to you and reason has been given to you, is not it? So we have to see whether the reason are for this assertion is true or not. A normal human eye can clearly see all the object beyond certain minimum distance. This is true. The human eye has capacity of adjusting the focal length of the eye lens. This is also true, and we can see here this is the correct reason for this statement. The human eye can adjust the focal length of its lens to focus on objects at different distances. This ability is called what? This ability is called accommodation. Okay, this ability is called what? This ability is called accommodation. The ciliary muscles in the eye help adjust the focal length. When viewing a distant object, the ciliary muscles relax, but when viewing a nearby object, they strain. Alright, so what will be our correct option? Our correct option will be what? Both assertion and reason are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. So our correct option will be what? Correct option will be A. Both assertion A and reason are true, but R is the correct explanation of A. So hope you are understanding the questions. Now we will proceed with the next MCQ. The human eye forms the image of an object at its. So this is a very easy question, dear students. You know that the human eye forms the image of an object at what? At retina, is not it? So our correct option will be what? Our correct option will be retina. Okay. So these questions are very important for your exam, dear students. Go through it, note it down, and share among your friends and your neighbors. So we'll proceed with the next question. Our next question is the angle formed by the emergent ray with the direction of incident ray of a prism is. Option A, refraction angle. Option B, angle of deviation. Option C, angle of prism. Option D, emergent angle. So you can see here, dear students, the angle formed by the emergent ray with the direction of incident ray of a prism is nothing but it is called angle of deviation. Okay, so this is what? Angle of deviation. So our correct answer will be what? Our correct answer will be angle of deviation. Let us move to the next question. The metalloid that is used to make solar cell is. The metalloid that is used to make solar cell is. Options are given: silicon, B, copper, C, C, silver, and D is aurum, that means gold. So the correct option for this question will be silicon. Why? Because silicon is the metalloid that is most commonly used to make solar cells. It is a semiconductor that is abundant and easy to process. It has photoelectric properties, which means that it generates current when light shines on it. Silicon is also the second most abundant material on earth. So our correct option will be what? Correct option will be silicon. Let us proceed with the next MCQ. Which one of the following forms of energy leads to least environmental pollutions? Number A, nuclear energy. Number B, geothermal energy. Number C, solar energy. Number D, water energy. So dear students, option C, solar energy, is the correct answer. Why? Because solar energy generally leads to the least environmental pollution is because solar energy has the fewest emissions and produces minimal waste compared to others like nuclear or even geothermal and water energy, which can disrupt ecosystems. So our correct answer will be what? Correct answer will be solar energy. We'll proceed with the next question. The main constituent of biogas is number A, methane, number B, hydrogen, number C, carbon dioxide, number D, hydrogen sulfide. Dear students, the main constituent of biogas is primarily methane, that is CH4. Okay. However, it contains carbon dioxide also with smaller amounts of other gases also. But the maximum percentage of composition of biogas is methane, that is you can expect that is 50 to around 50% to 75% we will find methane. So our correct option will be what? Methane. So our correct answer is methane. Let us proceed to next question. Among the following, which is a non-renewable source of energy? Option A, wind energy. Option B, biomass. Option C, natural gas. Option D, solar energy. So dear students, among the following, which is a non-renewable, biomass, solar energy and wind energy, these are not the correct option. Okay, these are renewable sources of energy, but this natural gas is the correct option. Natural gas is a non-renewable source of energy. Non-renewable energy sources are resources that will not be replenished or will run out in our lifetime. Fossil fuels like coal, petroleum and natural gas are non-renewable resources because they take billions of years to form. Okay, so which is the correct option among the following, which is a non-renewable source of energy? Natural gas is a non-renewable source of energy. Okay, let us proceed with the next question. The correct answer is natural gas. Let us proceed with the next question. Our last question, dear students, which is not an example of a biomass energy source? Option A, wood. Option B, wind. Option C, gobar gas. And option D, coal. So what will be the correct answer, dear students? The question is, which is not an example of a biomass energy source? Our correct option will be wind. This coal, gobar gas and wood, these are all related with the biomass energy sources. Wind is not a biomass energy source. Biomass energy sources like wood, gobar, biogas from dung and sometimes coal comes from what? Comes from organic matter. Comes from what? Organic matter. Okay, comes from organic matter. So on the other hand, wind is a renewable energy. It is not derived from organic matter. So that is why the answer will be what? Wind. So our correct answer will be, the correct answer is wind. So dear students, as you know, SEBA has recently changed its pattern of asking questions in the examination. The questions related to science, maths, English and social studies will be a little bit twisted. That means questions, you do not expect direct questions. Questions will be easy also and tough also. Questions will be asked in a different pattern. So students should learn the ability to answer it. So in this section, that is the students who have not seen my part 1 video, please go to my part 1 video. And this is a part 2 video. These were the questions which have come in examination, and these were the 45 sets of MCQs. Go through it nicely. In the future, you will get more MCQs, more videos, more MCQs, more videos, and those students who are watching the video, no matter you are from SEBA board or not, you are from other board also, you may subscribe to my channel and just check if you are liking my videos or not. Still many more things are to be upgraded. I'm trying my level best to make videos for the benefit of the students. Thank you very much, dear students. Subscribe my channel and share among your friends, for your neighbors, and see you again. Take care of your health. Thank you. Goodbye.